We have another guest, a poet, and her name is Sonuga. Close? And I want to just tell you a little bit about her. She's very talented, a very talented lady. I'm learning a little bit as I read her profile and get to know a little bit about her. Titilope Sonuga is a Nigerian-born spoken word poet. She traces her spoken word roots to the oral tradition of the Yoruba tribe from which she originates. A respected and active member in the regional and national poetry communities, Titilope is a current member of the 2010 Edmonton Poetry Festival Board of Directors, wow, and the Spokane Spoken Word of Canada Board of Directors. Following a successful debut on the national stage as a member of Team Canada at the 2009 Canadian Festival of Spoken Word, Titilope is in collaboration with Rouge Lounge in Edmonton launched Rouge Poetry, a weekly spoken word night that features established and inspiring and musicians in the community. Please welcome Titilope.
Thank you very much. So it is where our dreams were first conceived, birthed over rhythm and melody, echoing over the sounds of drums, echoing the sounds of our ancestors. It is where our mouths first gave voice to language. The foundation of all that we are was laid in every inch of this land you call Africa. But I call her mother, so let me tell you about my mother. She, like poetry, is endless, and she wears the smile of 1,000 rising suns. She is lush green and vibrant red, sugarcane sweet. Beaten but never broken, let me tell you about her spirit. Worth more than the price of oil or sugar, sparkles brighter than stolen diamonds. She is more than bodies broken by disease or mouths silenced by hunger. And she is a hope that never dies, a heart that breaks and bleeds, love beautifully flawed. So when you ask me why I stand tall and proud, I will tell you. It is because I exist. One amen to a billion quiet prayers, because my name was chosen with purpose and declared sacred, and because I am my mother's daughter. And my mother sang when I was born. She welcomed me head first into melody. She chanted like a talking drum. She caught God's spell in gospel. And then she named me Titilope, an eternal love song to her creator, and she was the improvisation of jazz. She would speak easy when I cried, sing her soul music. Rocking and rolling me in her arms, she would dance, and I found peace there. Eyes closed, listening to the rhythm and blues of my mother's love, and she was the coolness of hip-hop, but her anger was rock and roll. And every time I strayed, she would strike the right chords to remind me that I was a reflection of God.
Speak on,
as was
sister,
she, and therefore I, mirror image of her. So I learned to understand the complex grooves of her funk. See, every bit of history I needed to know, I learned in my mother's music. It was there that I learned the sounds of joy and pain, love and heartbreaks over rippling riffs and drum beats, and through it all, the player's music that I would know was that insistent beat behind my mother's chest, and I found peace there. Eyes closed, listening to the rhythm and blues of my mother's love. Thank you very much. I will do one more poem. I grew up in a very no-nonsense kind of household with parents who sacrificed a whole lot for their children. And it was very much emphasized in my house that you understood who you were and where you came from as a means to understand where you were going. So I feel honored to be a part of this event. And this poem is a reaffirmation of all the things that I am. So I am Yap-Tooth, black girl, back corner of class, scribbling left-handed poetry on blank paper, save the school's curriculum for later. And I am overflowing ancient African tales by moonlight, that informal education. Trickling off the tip of my grandmother's tongue, you will find my mother tongue here. A fast and fluent Yoruba crisscrossing English, hidden messages in prose and proverbs, call it Yoruba English. And I am the miracle of melody. Nestled deep in the groove of a rich high-life rhythm, a child of the marriage of hip-hop and Afrobeats. And you can hear our voices, pulsing beneath the skin of a talking drum, commanding hips to move without caution but caution. This is where a woman is born, where she learns the infinite connection between her waistline and the baseline, and I am sky-high gilly, bold and beautiful, meat-stretched skinny jeans. And we redefine fashion, where our stories around our necks and from our ears, so we never forget the voices of our ancestors, and I am what they never taught you in history books. Legacies of age-old traditions, incantations of ancient griots, and nation of storytellers. The beautiful and the broken, the struggling and the surviving, the ones they said would never make it. This is who I am. Thank you very much.